I want to talk about staying relevant. I previously talked about the notion of being curious as to never stop learning, but the other day when I was out having fika with a friend, I kind of got this sense of, wow. Or maybe it's just me that sometimes when you reach a year within your 30s, you kind of settle. You're like, okay, I've learned this, and you start to resent some of the new things that come up that did not match of who you were and what you grew up in, and you start to form this sort of like, it used to be better when I was young. This sense of, I don't know, bitterness. And I think one of the reasons that I haven't gotten there yet, and I hope I never will, is the fact that I've stayed curious. I don't know everything about everything that comes out when it comes to social media and digital media and all of that, even though I work within digital media. I have a master's degree in digital culture, so I would say that I've stayed pretty relevant in that sense. But I've also kept talking about it to friends, to this camera, to you people out there, wherever you are in the world. I keep contemplating my life, and based on specific topics within this series, I go through them, I say them out loud. It's like, it becomes almost like a confessional in a sense, where I don't keep it all locked up in here. I put them out there. Even if I would film a video and never put it up, I would still have said those words. I would have made them real for myself. When I started studying my bachelor program, I was 26 at the time, and all the kids who were 19, who were fresh out of high school, they'd all have like coding and programming as part of their training, which was something I didn't have when I was in that place, even though it's not a whole lot of years, but still I knew nothing. So I felt like, wow, I am a dinosaur. I'm 26. I know nothing of all these new cool things that the kids are learning. But I decided I would learn it. I would go from being the person who thought he didn't know anything about life to realize that since I had lived a much longer life, I had a lot of things to contribute. So I went from feeling like how am I going to survive these 3 years, to being the valedictorian, standing up there quoting Catherine Hales in a sentence that was basically a page long about the digital culture and the world we live in within that program, which made the audience who are not in the program feel like they were dinosaurs. Anyone who hadn't read and understood that text would feel like a dinosaur, because like, woo! But I think that if you stop being curious, and if you start to turn this bitterness of not being, young again, because we all want to be younger. I'm like, what I wouldn't give to be 22 again, and I'm like, no. For me, I am so happy. I have to say, I am so happy that I grew up without social media, or even without the internet. The internet came when I was 15, 16. I had already done the analog part, and the first time I started talking to people online, like through ICQ and MSN, was like in 98, 99. And then YouTube came along, and I was pretty early then as well, which meant that I could do whatever I wanted to do. And I didn't have to assert myself to what all the other people are doing and how to get popular, because frankly, I don't care about that. As long as I feel like I have something to say, and I know that there are people out there who want to listen. That's what all of it matters to me. If I get 20 people who decide that they want to contribute to the discussion of a topic of a video by writing a comment, short or long, then I feel like I made a little bit of difference. I made someone want to take a stand, or at least share some of their own experience about this, and I think that is a wonderful thing. And because of this social media world, because of this YouTube channel, I have met so many people, so many fantastic people that I would probably never have met in the traditional way. So I want to keep staying curious, I want to keep learning, and I don't want to take what I know for granted as being the truth, because I know that the truth will change and I have to change with it. Otherwise I will be a dinosaur, a triceratops. Good talk.